In this video, we're going to discuss how we could iterate over our contacts, basically access sequentially individual entries in our dictionary, which is what we need to do to display all contacts that exist in our dictionary. And the sample code for it is named video 9.3, keys and values, and ways to iterate the dictionary items. So again, I pre-populate this dictionary with existing items. And of course, the simplest way to say, to do the work, okay, so let me actually resize my screen so everything is visible. The simplest way would be to just use the for loop, use the index or key, name it any way you like. Again, the reason I'm naming it index is that it's just a numeric key, right? Okay, so for this key in contacts, then I just say this type of loop will give me access to, as you already know, a list of keys, which are, by the way, stored in a dictionary, not in any kind of sorted way, but simply in the order they're stored in the dictionary, right? So we really don't know the order, but all of the keys will be visited by this loop, and everything will be printed. And I use this format string, and I say format and join. And because my values are lists of strings, they're super friendly with join. So I can just simply say, use space delimiter and join everything and print it this way. So let's run this sample real quick just to see how it looks like when I run it. Okay, so clear screen, and this is the name of the file. When I run it, you can see that this is what this specific print does. It just says index such and such, returns value, and prints it like this. Okay, so but this is not the only way to iterate through these existing dictionary items. The alternative is to do this walkthrough by actually retrieving both key and value. And this is the second loop demonstrates in the sample, is that basically you can call, so right here we just use dictionary in the for loop, but here we call items function, which returns back a list of key value pairs, and we call it a dictionary view. Again, this is just a separate topic, but this is a dynamic view of the existing dictionary, but it provides a very convenient way to retrieve at the same time retrieve both the key and the value. So every item is visited by this loop, just like in this loop. Okay, we visit every item in our dictionary, but then here we get both of these. So the code changes slightly. Again, I use my format string, I use format call, and I just simply print the key, right? So these are my keys that I used here to populate this dictionary, and join, but this time I already used the value which was already retrieved, right? So in the first example, I had to basically use the subscript syntax to use the key inside the dictionary, but here the value is already retrieved for me, and it's just ready to be used. Okay, so this is just another example of the loop, which I wanted to make sure that you're aware of its existence. You can use either of these loops, one or the other. Both you can see are giving me the same output in this demonstration.